everyone, it's NonnaGrace, and I'm from Western New York. Have you ever been to an escape room? Or been in an escape room?
We did once.
We did once. And I would still be in it if it wasn't for Mr. and Mrs. McStash. They knew how to get out. I would have not gotten out. I would have been there still, which would have been a long time. It would have been summertime when I was there. And
Yep.
it would be, I would still be there.
We would have found. We would
Or I
have
wouldn't
eventually.
have found it out.
Eventually, we would.
You would have, but I wouldn't have.
Yeah.
Well, there was a bunch of kids that wanted to be put in
They wanted to go to an escape room, not
right.
put in
They
one.
They wanted to go to one, but the mom decided, okay, I can put you in an escape room. Boy, that's hard with my tongue. It doesn't want to work. Escape room. So she put them in their bedroom, and she gave them an analog phone. Was it a phone? Wait a minute.
Yeah.
No, she gave them a rotary phone.
A rotary phone.
She gave them a rotary phone, an analog TV, and a remote control. And she wrote in cursive how to get out. Well, it's been 4 days and 48 minutes and 12 seconds since she's seen them. I said it better when I was telling you.
Yep.
Let's see. I'll do it again.
There was a mom that wanted that her kids asked her to go to an escape room, and she said, okay. And so she gave them a rotary phone, an analog TV, and a remote control, and sent them, and put it in cursive how to get out. And they're still in there. It's been 4 days and 32, how long has it been? 13 hours and 49 minutes. It's been 4 days, 13 hours and 49 minutes since they were out. I didn't do
So good. Ugh. I'm not so good at this, talking on the camera. It was so much better when I told it to Jim.
Yep.
Also, how do we know if we're better off than most people? Oh, it's hot. I turned the heater off too, and I'm warm. I must be really overheating
Yep.
because of nerves.
You're getting nervous.
Take a deep breath and blow it out. Or hold it. We're supposed to hold it, I guess, 4 seconds and then blow it out.
Yep.
But I didn't. But anyways, I had asked Jim, how can you tell that you're better off than other people? And he kind of didn't know. And I said, well, you can fill your tank all the way, can't you, on your car?
Yeah.
Yeah, he can, which most people don't. They
Oh,
like to.
Yeah. Most people
like
only put $3 or $4 or $5.
$5 or $10, whatever they happen to have in their pocket, where we fill the tank.
Yeah.
And then I asked him, what else did I ask you? Oh gosh, my brain has gone blank.
Something about eating food.
Oh yeah. Do you have food in your cupboard?
Yeah.
And we have food in our cupboard. And about a car, I mentioned a car.
Yeah.
If you're driving a fancy car or an old clunker, who's better off?
Probably the one with the old clunker, because that's paid for.
Yes.
The other one's on loan or lease or something.
Right. They don't have it paid for. They look fancy, but they're not fancy. Their money is all probably tied up in that car.
Yep.
Also, big houses that people live in. If they're real fancy and they have a gardener, chances are they don't really have a lot of money. They are spending it as quick as it's coming in, and I have you as a gardener.
Yep. So if they do their own gardening, their own landscaping, their own work around, they're better off than most because they can do all of that for themselves. They don't have to hire somebody. They don't have to expend a lot of money to take care of everything.
Just like plowing.
Yeah.
To pay somebody to plow is like $100 a plow. Where you've been plowing us and you
I
shovel.
just do it and I shovel. Yeah, I shovel all the
You've
time.
been doing Emily's, and Emily's going to find it very expensive when she has to hire somebody to do it.
Unless she can sweet talk her brother-in-law into doing it for her.
And she'll have to pay him just the same.
Yeah, and he won't do the job that I do for her.
There was also a lady when I was working at the county home. She used to come in with lots of jewelry on, her shoes and her purse and her coat, everything matched. And we used to think that she was either wearing all her money on her because her mother shouldn't have been in the county home. That's for people that could not afford. At the time, it was.
Yeah.
And she was
That's the way it used to be.
Yeah. Now it's very expensive to live there.
Mm-hmm.
And they don't even have a county home in Chautauqua County anymore. Now it's sold to a private owner.
Yep. Used to be all county owned or state owned, and now
And
it's
they
all
moved
private.
it from DeWittville to Dunkirk. And a lot of the residents that were in the DeWittville home used to have farm animals and gardens. And there was one old man, he used to have a garden, but he had to walk a long ways to have that garden because they didn't want it in the middle of the lawn.
Yep.
So he had to go quite a ways for his garden. But he had a garden.
Yep. My grandmother and I think my mother worked there too, occasionally. But my grandmother
your aunt
used to.
was there when I was there.
Yeah, one of my aunts was there.
I didn't realize she was your aunt until
great aunt. She was a great aunt. Yeah.
I didn't realize that until long after we were married, and I mentioned her.
Yep.
She was a funny little lady.
Yeah, she was.
Well, I hope you all had a great day, and I will see you in my next video, so you take care. Bye-bye.